Good morning, everyone. Hopefully that music isn't too loud. Let's see, it is Wednesday, June 19th. I believe, yeah, today is a bank holiday. Market may be slow because of that, but today's a perfect day to then, sit back, watch the market, maybe back test a little bit. Title of today's video is just how I approach the market every day, as well as, live trade execution. If there's trades that present themselves today, I will surely be executing some trades, but not going to force anything. Going to be patient, disciplined, consistent, and follow our rules today. But later in this video, later in this live, as we get going here, I'll talk to you guys how I approach the market and what I define as success in the market, day in and day out. Also, we'll go over a little later, how I mark up my charts on different time frames. And the way I do it is I utilize my daily, my 4 hour, my 1 hour, and then I trade on my 1 minute. So we'll go over that. And yeah, it's going to be a great morning. With that being said, since it's a bank holiday, we don't have any impactful news really. We have a yellow folder at 7 a.m. Every time I mention it's Mountain Standard Time for us, so right now it's 5:15 in the morning. So in about a little under 2 hours, we'll have that yellow folder for USD. Shouldn't shake the markup too much because it's yellow folder, but you never know. Rather be safe than sorry as well. Let's see, I missed this entry a little bit ago. I would say I would have entered right there potentially. Let's see if I even missed it. If I missed anything. Didn't look like which would have been much of profit, but honestly, even an entry there, just because typically when I enter the market, I wait for volume here on this MACD, these light blue bars. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a cold, so if I cough today, I apologize. But I may have even entered on this bar, but ideally this one. Either way, it doesn't look like there was much profit because we pretty quickly go down here into drawdown. There's lifetime right here. Boy. Yeah, didn't miss too much on this trade. Just went pretty quickly into drawdown. I guess would have been in profit if I entered at the perfect time, about 7-8 pips. Not the ideal target that I'm going for on trades. So looking at this one, don't hate the entry, but now that I know what happened, glad that I didn't enter it. kind of just briefly skimming through this, going over my support and resistance, or my DMZs, same kind of thing. Price is struggling around this 23, 28 area on that 4-hour. And again, I'll go over everything on what I see when I mark these lines up. Later. So I'm not loving anything in this box right here. Yeah, as I go to my 1 minute, we're in that box. So right now for me in my chart is I have this hour resistance line, and I have this 4-hour support line. That price just, I don't love what it's done in this area, right? It struggled at this area pretty heavy. It struggled here a little bit. I mean, just because this isn't a big gap, this is probably what? I'll just see to be exact. By 40 pips, 60 pips. It's just not an area that I feel comfortable right now trading in. Yeah, that is 60 pips, and if we get a buy, you know, maybe this buy didn't go up because of that hour support line in this decision-making zone that this price is in right now. But just in between these two lines for this morning, I'm gonna watch. Ideally would, you know, break below, you know, if I want to take sells, or break above that 1 hour for me to take buys. Going to get our social media post out for the morning really quick. We are live and in action. We'll be live till about 7:30 today, depending on how the market is. It is a bank holiday, probably towards 7:15-ish, 7:30 if it's just me, if Marcus hops on this morning. Definitely till 7:30. Also, Quentin might be getting on this morning. Saw Quentin last night at his work. He is a bartender at the Yard House, very nice restaurant in Phoenix, Arizona. And yeah, he hooked it up with a little drink. The drink had me feeling great. I'll just say that. One little drink. I don't drink often at all, so when I do have one drink, hits me like a train. Tasted great too. Let's see if I can get a nice little border on my frame today. I love that price is breaking down through this area, this 4-hour support line I have, and this decision-making zone as a whole. I definitely would look to execute on some sells here as we break down through.
This is
What I would love here for me to execute a trade is I would like price to retrace or at least consolidate here. Maybe even this support line that I have here, just a little love tap or getting close to it. allowing this line down here to retrace here on this MACD, and giving us a green dot. All right, looking for one of these right here. While that happens, price consolidating here, and then a second push back downwards from price and down here on the MACD, giving us a red dot down here below this white line. So that's what I'm looking for, a red dot on the MACD below the red line. And as long as price is still in this purple line, as long as we still have a bullish cloud, good angles, we get some volume, which are these white bars, I will then get in and execute a sell, a short entry here. Again, no news this morning, bank holiday. I'm just chilling. We are chilling. I'm gonna run to the restroom, you guys, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. See how this is looking. So we got that red that I was talking about. Let's see what it looks like. I don't mind that. I may have taken that entry. What I'm looking for is that push down. We got the red dot. We got a little bit of volume. We got good angles from the cloud pointing downwards. Look like we're tracing here though, with a green dot. So I'm gonna wait for the next entry. I'm not gonna rush or force an entry here. And again, I'll get into our title a little bit later today as price starts to, move sideways or get in the cloud. Just how I approach the market each and every day that I do trade on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, every single week, as well as, what I consider success in the market. When do I stop trading? What my goals are. Anything that I consider success in the market. Because yesterday, Quinton and Marcus were talking about, hey, are you looking at percentage? Are you looking at dollar amount? Or your structure? So I'll go over what I consider success for me. That may not be success for you or anyone watching this, but I'll go over what works for me later today in this call. It's 5:43 in the morning right now, Mountain Standard Time. We do have a yellow folder, as you guys can see here, at 7, in about an hour and 17 minutes. Shouldn't do much to the market at all, but we shall see. And again, it is a bank holiday today, so I wouldn't expect too much movement this morning. Maybe a trade, maybe 2 at most. Either way, we're gonna rock out this morning, and hopefully we do get a trade, but not gonna force anything. Gonna stay patient this morning. Gonna stay consistent to my rules, and most probably I'm gonna be very disciplined this morning in my entries and not forcing anything. Let's see. Started a demo yesterday. Just kind of seeing how I can do week in and week out through these 3 days I trade. Yesterday I took 2 entries yesterday morning. Both were buys on XAU USD, $3,000 demo account using a 0.5 lot size. That being 10 pips on this 0.5 lot would be $50, right? First trade, I profited about 16 pips, $77.5, $77.50. Second trade was a little bit later that morning yesterday. Another buy on XDO USD with that 0.5 lot size, and I profited 11 pips. I got $56.00 profit. Overall, 2 trades, 2 for 2, $133.50 profit. Not mad at it. Not mad at it. Wonder what that's 1%. I think that might be 1%. $1,000. I lied. It's more than 1%. $4.4%. That's a good day if you ask me. I'm 4.4% on my account through 2 trades in one morning. Imagine if you had an account and you grew it 4.4% every single day. That's the power of compound interest. Long story short, it would be worth a lot more than your initial deposit if you grew 4.5% every single day. See, happy I didn't take this entry. Um, Not enough volume on that one. I said I maybe would have taken it. Not enough volume. And look what happened if say I did take it. It'd be about 30 bips of drawdown, about 28, 29, depending on where I got in. And depending on where I entered on this candle, probably towards the end, I would have never really been in profit. So, just love looking back at some trades sometimes that I'm like 50-50 on if I would have taken, and they're not, successful trades. I mean, this may be one. Don't get me wrong. This is very shortly into the entry. But never fun when you take it and immediately goes the wrong way. Just instantly and starts running. But just like I look at trades and I don't get upset that I didn't enter. I also don't allow myself to get upset when I didn't enter and it goes well. That's just what creates FOMO. I don't want any FOMO while I trade. No bad FOMO. I don't want to force entry because of FOMO. Gonna go get some cough medicine and some coffee this morning. Be right back. It doesn't look like we're close to any trades, so perfect time and take a little 5-10 minute break. Be right back at it. Sun's starting to come up a little bit. 5:50 in the morning. I was just thinking when I was getting coffee, there's days like yesterday for me where I don't need coffee, but I just drink it because it tastes good. Put a lot of creamer in my coffee. I mean, you guys can see it doesn't look like coffee. I think it's like a chocolate milkshake. It's like light brown. There's days where I don't need it and I drink it. And there's days like today where I need it. Like, got the same amount of sleep I did last night. A good 6 hours. I know it's not ideal. But that should be enough. But no. I'm tired. I'm also tired of not making trades. I want to trade. Good morning, Justin. I just saw you were on here. I have to check the live right here every once in a while. Just me this morning so far. I know Marcus has the baby to attend to. Baby girl, and Quentin closed the bar last night over at the yard house. So just me. It is a bank holiday. I don't know how long you've been on, Justin. Doesn't tell me how long ago your text was, so apologize for just seeing it. But it's a bank holiday. Today is Juneteenth. I apologize, but I'm pretty sure that's the holiday. But because of that, I don't expect too much movement. Also, if we don't get a ton of movement, I may wrap it up a little early, just because of that bank holiday. I expect a lot of this. Just kind of up, down, up, down, up, down. No clear direction. A lot of inconsistencies in price. Maybe some consolidation for a while, but we'll see over this next hour. We do have a yellow folder though in an hour and 3 minutes. Hopefully that does something. Not totally fine. Let's see, Justin said, are you seeing bearish or bullish currently? You can turn on timestamps in the chat. Do that. Honestly, let's see. Go to the daily. Been pretty bullish lately. Even on the 4 hours, slightly bullish, kind of trickling up. It is struggling with this area though that we're at. As you can see on the 1 hour, it's moved sideways here. It struggled previously at this blue line I have. So there's no clear direction to me, Justin. I will say, with today being a bank holiday, I don't expect a ton of clear movement anyways, like clear direction, pushing up or pushing down. Today is kind of just the way I'm approaching it is, I'm going to take trades if there's trades that are presented. But right now, I'm kind of just kicking my feet up, relaxing. Not a ton to talk about right now. But to answer your question, I don't see either really. I expect price to kind of consolidate and move around within this area. I have this decision-making zone between this 4-hour support and 1 hour resistance. It struggled at both levels, so I don't know if that answers your question the best way, but that's just what I see this morning. All right. So for anyone on this call now, I don't know how many people are currently or watching later. I titled this morning's trading session, call number 230, how I approach the foreign exchange market every day. And I just want to talk about a few things. One, this is how I approach the market. It may not work for you. It may not work for everyone. Everyone's different, but Marcus and Quentin talked about it briefly yesterday. I wasn't too much part of that conversation. So I wanted to share my thoughts today. So Marcus mentioned yesterday that before he gets on the market, he preps mentally and gets everything ready rather than just jumping onto the market, rolling out of bed and throwing it on. And I highly suggest that for any trader is get your mind right before you enter the market. A mentor of mine, when I was struggling with trading almost probably a year ago, I reached out to him and asked him, hey, what can I do? Because I was frustrated, right? And he said, go on a walk every morning, read a motivating book or listen to a motivating audio or something that's going to get your mind clear and ready to go and put you in the right state of mind before you enter this vicious market. This market is trying to take our money. So if you're not in the right state of mind, you can crash out. It can go bad. So that's one thing is, I at least take a little bit of time. I'll listen to an audio. I'll clear my mind. I'll brush my teeth. Get mentally prepared for what I'm about to go into and understand that, I need to be level-headed, again, before I go into the market. So that's really important, is getting your mind clear and understanding what you're heading into. And if you're not in the right state of mind, be disciplined enough to not trade that morning. Maybe still get on the charts, maybe back test, maybe trade on a demo. But I suggest that if you're not in the right state of mind, if you're not ready to go, confident, and know your plan, then don't trade on a live account. That's not to say it can't go well, or it won't. But again, due to my experience, it usually doesn't when I'm not, in that clear state of mind or confident, amped up, motivated, whatever the words are. That's what I found works best for me, is getting in that right state of mind. And then again, when I get on my charts, now moving over to the charts, is I go to my daily, I go to my 4-hour, and I go to my 1-hour time frames on XAUUSD. That's the only pair that I'm currently trading. And I mark up my charts with my support and resistance and my decision-making zones. Here on my chart, it's a 4-hour support. Here on my chart is a 1-hour resistance. This can kind of be looked as, just if I wanted to put a decision-making zone and use this box, this is a decision-making zone for me. It's a 60-pip gap. Yes, I could take trades in between if I wanted to, but as price is in this area, I'm cautious, paying attention. So I mark on my charts, and then I'm patient. At Bloom, we have these words, 3 words: patience, discipline, and consistency. and to put the meaning behind those 3 words is, every time I'm on the market, I'm going to be extremely patient. I'm going to be patient. What am I going to be patient for? The right entries, for my exit confirmations to hit, for price to get away from these support and resistance, like in decision-making zones, for news to hit, for news to calm down. I'm going to be patient. I'm in no rush. The market's open 5 days a week for 23 hours at a time. 23 hours a day, 5 days a week. That's a lot of time for me to get on this market and make money. So why not be patient? Why rush things? Why force and be undisciplined on my entries? There's no reason to. That's just a lack of patience. So I'm patient, waiting for the right confirmations to strike and my entries to look clean. Discipline. I'm going to be extremely disciplined day in and day out on my confirmations, on my rules, on my trading times, right? So I'm going to be extremely disciplined. If I'm looking for a buy, I am only going to enter if, we're above the cloud, if we have a bullish cloud, we're not near support resistance or any decision-making zones. We have a green dot above our MACD. We have volume, good bullish cloud with good angles. Like, I'm going to be disciplined with my rules, and I'm not going to enter unless they're all there. And that goes into patience again. I'm going to be patient, wait for all my entries to hit. I'm going to be disciplined to not enter until all my confirmations hit. Right? I'm going to be disciplined to not trade near support resistance. I'm going to be disciplined to not trade during or right before or right after a highly impactful news folder. And then again, I'm going to be disciplined to my trading times. That's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 5, I'd say about 8 Mountain Standard Time. That's the time I'm trading for 3 hours, 3 days a week. That's it. Can I trade more? Absolutely. Can I trade less? Yeah, right? I don't trade at all. But I find that not anywhere from 7.5 to 10 hours is ideal for me. My attention span is perfect in that amount of time. I can stay patient. I can stay disciplined during that amount of time. And then consistent is I'm going to be as consistent as possible with my patience discipline. It's one thing if I'm patient and disciplined today, but not tomorrow. Or I'm patient and disciplined this week, but not next week. Or I'm patient and disciplined today, tomorrow, the next day. Then I have an off day. Then I have another good day, then another off day. Then another good day, then another off day. I want to be consistent. I want to be steady. I want to keep head on straight, just moving. Not phased by anything, good or bad. Never too high, never too low. So I want to be consistent in my rules, my patience, and my discipline every single day. And yeah, I know I'm not perfect. I will have off days. Man, as long as I have my rules in the back of my head and I give my best every day. And if it doesn't go perfectly, as it won't, I'm gonna go learn. I'm gonna be disciplined in my learning, my back testing, and consistency. I have a bad day, I have an off day. It's routine. I'm gonna be consistent. I'm gonna go learn from my mistakes. I log my trades every morning when I trade, with the time, the date, the time, the price I got in and out at, whether it was a buy or sell, what pair it was on, my lot size, how I was feeling. I'm going to be disciplined in that too every day and logging those trades, because then I know exactly what trade it was, where it was, why I entered, how I felt when I entered, what my lot size was, and what the per dollar amount I profited or gained or lost was. And I'm going to go back and learn from it. We call our wins and losses at Bloom profits and lessons, right? Not profits and losses. I truly don't believe that you lost the money until you quit. Now, yes, if you're being dramatic and you start blowing money left and right, then you're losing money. Or if you're losing trades or whatever the case may be, and you're not going back and learning from them and back testing and trying to figure out the reason why. Sometimes there's trades where you don't know why. You're like, all right, well, I lost out, right? But most of the time you can go back and maybe it's how you're feeling in the moment. That's why I mark how I feel. Like if I entered a trade earlier this morning, right when I first got up, I was tired. I was talking about how I was tired earlier, and I don't want to enter trades when I'm tired. But then there's days or times where I'm confident or just laid back or in a rush, right? Eager to trade. I can see those feelings, and I'm honest with myself. I'm brutally honest. And, I go back and look at my lessons, my losses, and I see that the lesson to be learned from my losses is every time I trade and lose, I tend to be in a not so good mood. So maybe in the future, again, to learn from my mistakes, if I'm in a bad mood or I'm hungry or grumpy, sleepy, angry, I'm not going to trade just because it hasn't given me much success in the past. So those are my three things: patience, discipline, consistency. And I'm not perfect at any of them. I'm a growing, improving human day in and day out. But I'm working hard to get as close to perfection as possible. And then I want to talk about what I consider success in the market. So a successful morning isn't, oh, I took 3 trades and I made $360, or I'm up 6% on my account today. Now, yes, that's great. And that is a successful morning. But to me, you can get that without following your rules. And a successful morning to me is following my rules. I talk about consistency. I want to get up, prep my mind, wake up, get ready, hop on the call, trade, execute, be patient. If there's no trades, this is this is a good example. If there's a morning where I go 3 hours staring in the market and don't take a single trade because there wasn't a trade presented to me that I liked, that's a successful morning, because that talk about patience and discipline. That was a patient and disciplined morning. I didn't force anything. I didn't rush an entry. I just followed my rules. Now there's some mornings where there's 5 trades and I'll go 4 for 5 or 5 for 5. That is a successful morning to me if I followed my rules. If I was patient on those entries, if I was disciplined and waited till the right confirmations hit and the opportunity struck, and there was no news, no decision making zones or support resistance, that's successful to me. So it really just goes down to my rules. If I'm following them, that's successful to me. Now, yes, it adds a little more oomph or a little more excitement to when I do have mornings where it's 3 for 3, 4 for 4, or 5 for 5, or 5 for 6, right? And I'm up 2, 3, 4, 5, 10% on my account. That is successful. But I measure success off being patient, disciplined, and consistent with my rules. And I know Quentin and Marcus do as well. Marcus, I don't know when it was, but he was talking about, he doesn't get upset at his losses, but he gets upset when he doesn't follow his rules, and even wins or loses the trade, because he knows he needs to be better and to follow his rules more. I don't know when he posted something like that, or maybe said it on a call, but I was like, yeah, that's right. No one likes to lose a trade, but for me, it feels better when I understand what I did wrong and I can see why it lost. And again, sometimes there's trades that I'll take that I think are going to be perfect, and then they go the wrong way. That's the nature of it. At the end of the day, we never know exactly what the market's going to do, and it's a game of probabilities. So yeah, that's how I measure success. I don't hop off after I'm 2 for 2 or up 4%. I'm gonna follow my rules. I'm gonna trade from 5 to about 7:30, 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'm gonna trade the same strategy. I'm gonna trade the same pair. And yeah, that's it. I can go 0 for 0. I can go 10 for 10. I'm gonna continue to trade during this time. And a successful morning to me is if I followed my rules, I was patient on the market, disciplined in my rules, my principles, and I'm consistent day in and day out with those things. That's success to me. And it adds if I win some trades. And I put so much creamer in my coffee, it's like candy. Drinking out of my PHX, my Phoenix Suns cup this morning. In honors of my favorite team, the Phoenix Suns. RIP to our season. It's not good. RIP to the NBA season. It also was not good, in my opinion. But the Boston Celtics won the championship. Congrats. I hate the Celtics. I don't know why I said congrats. I do love seeing the celebrations, though, when an NBA team or an NFL team, or those are the only two sports I really watch. But just when anyone's dreams come true, like, you know, I'm watching the game the other night. Jason Tatum won. Him and the Celtics won the NBA championship. Him and his son Deuce were just celebrating, and it's really cool. As much as I don't like the Celtics, or I'm not a fan of Jason Tatum, awesome to see, because you know the work that they put in behind the scenes. I mean, playing basketball, it's a lot of work, and it's probably times 50 of what I experienced, you know, at their level. To play that long, 82 games plus a whole long postseason of minimally another 16 games, minimally. I'm on to that season. I think they ended up playing like an extra 20 something games, 22, 23. But it's so cool witnessing that. But as a fan, I hate that season's over. Got the jazz going this morning, this soft jazz instrumental, like coffee shop. This will be a dope place to trade right here. I have someone working the piano over here, a little store clerk giving us some coffee, just trading. Comfy trading in the morning, snowing. That looks like a vibe. I can get down with this. I probably want to sit on this though. I wouldn't want to sit there. My back hurts too much. Also, for anyone watching live or, you know, recorded, anyone and everyone is welcome to join these morning trading sessions with us. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 to 7:30 Mountain Standard Time. So that is 7 to 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. That is 4 to 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. I think that's PST. Could be wrong. But yeah, we'd love to you know, for you to come and join us, ask questions, watch, trade with us, whether you're trading our strategy or another. Everyone is welcome to join these. So send these lives to a friend, share with them. You know, hey, I joined this Bloom team while they trade. Just gives me company, or maybe I love the way they trade great, or I'm just bored and want some entertainment while I'm trading. Whatever the case may be, share this video, send to a friend, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, or like 50 friends if you want. Send it to your dog. But we'd love for people to come join us, as these calls are now free. If you've been here in the past, they used to not be. They used to be a little more informational, more teaching, but you know, as we move forward with our trading careers, we wanted to focus more on our trading, rather than, you know, sitting there and teaching the whole time during our trading sessions. Not to say that's a bad thing. We just wanted we wanted to focus more on our trading, and we felt like, you know, live streaming, just us trading and hanging out, you know, as we would if there was no cameras on, was the best way for our growth and our success, while still helping and teaching. So yeah, shoot these over to a friend, live or pre-record calls. Every live video will be posted on our YouTube channel. Let's see, if I go here, I go YouTube. And then I type in Bloom entities. Click the 3 handsome studs right there. Here's our live right now. We'll have more content being posted very shortly, starting probably next week, daily posts. But look, here's every trading call since we've started on this morning routine of YouTube video calls. So yeah, playlist, everything will be in here. It just needs to be organized. A lot of our social medias are being ramped up and getting going next week. But yeah, man, send these to your friends, family, your dogs, your goldfish. If your goldfish wants to make money and trade, send this damn video to your goldfish. Don't be stingy. Let's see, got a red dot here. We did get a good push up there. We broke out of the cloud, broke above this support line. If we can get a push here, getting a green dot, good angles from the cloud, we have a bullish cloud already. If I can get a green dot down here on the MACD and some light blue bars, which are this strong buy volume here on this MACD, and we'll get a clear push, I would look to execute on a buy. I would love it to be like somewhere in this area. Right, somewhere in that area, because then if I did take a long position, let's say I even took it right here, and I'm going for even 20 pips, that takes me to about right there. I don't want to creep up on this. I don't want to get too close to that line, as that is a relatively stronger resistance level, as we can see here, and moving back even further on the 1 hour. But if we're gonna push up, this is the area I want it to be in for me to take a buy. Anything higher than that, I probably would not take. Oh, another part of my success and my daily routine is what I do after the calls. And not perfect. I'm not the most disciplined in this category yet, but more often than not, I turn my charts off. And I do that. I turn my charts off after the call if I'm not trading anymore. For this simple reason is, I'm starting my day at that point. I'm going to getting dressed. I'm maybe editing. I'm, cleaning my room. I'm reading, whatever the case may be. I don't want to have my chart on in the background, because then that distracts me from what I'm doing. If I'm reading and I have a chart on, I'm going to glance at it here and there. I'm going to go analyze the chart really quick. I'm going to take a trade. And for 2 reasons, I don't like that. Because one, that's taken away from my growth and my reading or whatever I'm doing. But also, I'm not focused, present, and locked in on the market, right? Talk about discipline. That's not discipline in my book. Now, if you can manage both at the same time and that's successful for you, awesome. I would love to kill those 2 birds with 1 stone. But for me, that just doesn't work. And I want to be, again, consistent to my rules and what works for me. So turn my chart off, maybe get some music going, some jazz music. And I read for 15 minutes every morning. Right now I'm reading Atomic Habits. I'm in chapter 6 right now. About to start chapter 6, and I think the title was like, it's right in front of me. I just see if I can remember it. Something about how goals or something don't necessarily matter as much as your environment and what you surround yourself with. Motivation is overrated. Environment often matters more. You are who you hang around. You are the sum of the 5 people you hang around. That's awesome. I'm excited to read that chapter. I've grown up, my dad's engraved that into my brain. You are who you hang around. You are who you think you are, who you say you are. You are what you believe you are. And I've learned as I've grown up into the young man I am that is spot on true. And I've seen it come true. I've seen manifestation become reality. So, not at the highest level. It's not the highest level that I want to, but I've seen it. I've seen it. Like 2 + 2 = 4. If I can manifest and speak into existence one thing, I can do it with something bigger. So, anyways, I read. I always clean my room up a little bit. It's never really messy, but just my OCD. Clean my room just a little bit. I work out. We have a gym in our house right across the hallway from my room. We have a tonal, a bunch of free weights, treadmill, all the good stuff. I have a workout plan, a workout schedule on that. Workout 4 times a week. So Monday, Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. I think. That's just because those are the days that I'm getting up early. Monday, Friday, I'm getting up a little later, probably like 8, 9, maybe 10. Sleep in. I don't work those days. I'm also not trading those days, so sleep in. I read, I work out, I eat. I have a task, a non-negotiable task thing that I click off. I read my affirmations right here in my dream board. Just kind of go over that. I just have things like, I'm capable of achieving greatness. I believe in myself. I am successful. Just a bunch of affirmations here. I read those things to implant in my brain. Again, I am what I say I am. I am what I believe. Just like going to the gym, working out every morning and getting big and going home and, taking your creatine, taking your protein, eating taking supplements, eating, all these different things, and then pumping iron in the gym day in and day out. Just like, getting big and getting strong or losing weight and getting lean takes that consistent work day in and day out of eating right, sleeping right, going to the gym every day. So does working on your belief system and your brain. I was talking to a buddy the other day, texting with him about a book called Hung by the Tongue, and it talks about a man is as he thinketh. I was just saying, like, he's about to go into a unique opportunity and compete for some money. And I was just telling him, man, like, you got to believe you can win before you win, right? And I told him to read the book, and I said it talks strictly about mindset and how you talk to yourself. Just like getting big in the gym requires consistency and work, working on your mindset takes even more work. But for me, I want to get to a point in my life where I'm so confident and optimistic in my mind that I legit can conquer anything, and that I don't want to have an ego and get too confident, but I just want belief in myself. And it all starts with the way you talk to yourself and think about yourself. Again, we are what we say and believe. So anyways, I read from my affirmations. That's a big thing. Look at my dream board, understand that those things, the cars, the season tickets, the houses, the wealth, happiness, those things aren't gonna tackle themselves. They're not just pictures over there to look cool. If I really want those, I gotta do work and believe that I can. If I can't see myself in an Audi R8, at my nice house, if I can't really truly process that and believe it, it will not happen. Uh, things not often, at least, happen by luck. And I'm not saying that from a place of I've made it, I'm successful. That's just what I truly believe. I've also been fortunate enough to grow up with an amazing father who has had things like that. Season tickets, an Audi A7, like pimped out, a nice house that I'm blessed to currently live in, and the opportunity to give to people, and right? Like I've seen it. So one is I know it can happen, but two is it's helped me in my mindset and understanding the work that it takes, because it wasn't given to him. And I've seen his journey. So read my affirmations. I read, I work out, I edit. So I make my social media posts. I edit our podcast completely, reels. I post, I run our social medias as I'm our CMO. I listen to positive audios. So I listen to a lot of Ed Milet podcasts. Great stuff. Sometimes some Gary Vaynerchuk. Anyone really, but mainly Ed Milet. And I do that while I'm getting some sunlight. So that's actually what I do right after calls. I go get some sunlight. I go sit outside in the sun for 5 to 10 minutes, typically 5. My eyes are light sensitive. Maybe I don't like the sun blaring in my eyes. 5 minutes, listen, throw some Ed Milet in the background. Get me a little bit more motivated for the day. Then I come in and read and lift and read my affirmations, and edit and all that. But I pray. And after I work out, I take my creatine, my protein, and man, that's it. We have an H-spot here, hyperbaric oxygen chamber. Really healthy for you. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but I do that sometimes. Not as consistent as I want to be with that, because you have to lay down in there for like an hour, hour and a half. And then I do 100 push-ups throughout the day as well. Those are my non-negotiables. Used to take an ice bath every day. I love ice baths. It's just I don't have access to one, and it's not cold out anymore. I live in Arizona. It's 110 degrees outside. That's not an ice bath. That is a bathtub, a warm bath in our pool. But there's a gym that has an ice bath about 35 minutes away that I go to sometimes. Hard to with me working to go consistently. But yeah, then after that, I usually work. I deliver for Amazon. So while I'm trading, getting my grind on in the morning, I am going to work my day job to make the money currently. Get capital to trade, get capital to invest, as well as have some fun play money. I am a 23-year-old man. I like to buy stuff here and there. Maybe too much. But yeah, then I come home at night. If I need to edit, I'll edit. If I need to post, I'll post. Maybe have some meetings with the boys, Quentin and Marcus. Whatever the case may be, I'll knock out what I gotta knock out. Sometimes I play basketball at night. Man, that's it. That is a day in the life. That's what I do. And I love it. I truly do love it. I kind of branched off, but I was just talking about, what I consider success and what my routine looks like in my life, how I approach the market every day. So the title of this video is how I approach the market every day. And with that, I wanted to discuss, how I approach the market, but also what I consider success in my routine. So that was that. And live market trade execution. Obviously, haven't taken a trade yet. It's 6:42 here. So we have a little less than an hour if we're going towards 7:30. Again, I'll see what the market's looking like, if it's consolidating. Won't drag it out too much because today is a banking holiday. As we can see here, bank holiday, Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth, everyone. But I also, in our Discord, was going to discuss how I mark up my charts on my daily 4 hour and 1 hour. But what I'll do is I'll do that next week. I will do that next Wednesday. I want to be able to put that in the title so that when people aren't watching live, when they click on our page, and go to it, they can see, okay, this video he discusses this. This video he discusses this. This video discusses how he marks up his charts. Okay, I want to learn how he marks up his charts, so I need to get better at that. I'm gonna watch this video. I don't want to just throw it in the back end shortly of a random title. So unless anyone watching wants me to do that right now, or needs it, a refresher, or just wants to see how I do it, I will. But otherwise, I will do it next week, next Wednesday or Thursday. I'd lead one of those calls. So like today, 6:45. Let's say we hop off at 7. Let's just say that's the case. What I would do is I have to leave for work at 10:30, 10:25. That gives me about 3.5 hours. Typically 3 hours at most. But if we got off a little early today, it'd be 3.5. What I'll do is, honestly, today, like I said, I was tired earlier. I will go lay down after this call for about an hour. My job is driving Amazon all day. I deliver packages, and one for my safety, my case is I can't drive tired. Two, it's not a good look, not being the best employee I can be. Also, it's a safety hazard technically. If I'm tired driving now and I drive till 5, 6, 7 p.m., like I'm gonna be exhausted then. And for a few reasons that's not good. Is one, I may crash. I may not be paying attention. I may not be focused. I may crash. But also two is I'm just gonna start not delivering packages the best way. I might toss the package, go through the motions. And I know it's not the biggest deal in the world, but I want to be the best employee possible. Again, not even for my employer, just because I talk about discipline and consistency in my life. That is just as important as marketing support and resistance to me. I want to be disciplined and consistent in every aspect of my life. And again, I'm not perfect, but I'm working and growing it day in and day out. Probably go lay down for an hour, relax, maybe get some shut-eye for a minute, set my alarm for an hour. I'll wake up, go get some sunlight, a little cup of coffee, listen to some Ed Milet, some positive audio, get me woken up, some motivated. I'll come in here, read for a little bit, then I'll hit the workout for 45 to an hour. Yeah, the nap for an hour, that gives me 2 hours. Go outside for 5 minutes, read for 15. That's 20, 25 minutes right there. Work out for an hour. Let's just say that's an hour. So I got 30 more minutes left before I got to go. I'll get ready. I'll eat. Boom. Out of there. I'll read my affirmations as well. I'll pray. Don't skip those. Very religious, very strong Christian man, and never skip my prayers. And truly grateful to even be alive and given this opportunity to breathe in air. Yeah, then I'll go to my daily task list, make sure I knocked as much off as possible. And then if I have time, maybe I'll edit a video or two. Uh, yeah, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. But yeah, that's gonna be my morning routine. We haven't had much movement. Marcus Quinton and I talked about this yesterday. Is just today being a banking all day, maybe this is what we expected, and truly this is what I expected. Is just light up and down movements, no clear direction, consolidation, price movement within the cloud, just those kinds of things, and that's what we've gotten today. So hopefully this news at 7, this little yellow folder, shakes up the market, and then see from there. I know Quentin mentioned he may hop on today. I don't know. I don't think Marcus is getting on today, so we'll see if price is going to continue to move sideways and stay in this cloud, especially after this news. May wrap it up a few minutes early, but we'll see. Don't want to leave prematurely, but again, if the market's truly not gonna move and not gonna give us anything, I've covered everything that I wanted to today. Again, I'm gonna save my markups for next week when I can title the video more effectively with that. Anyone watching live or in the future knows what they're watching. See, we got 4 people watching live on the stream right now. I know, Justin, you're probably still in here. If you were in the live right now, hit the chat, say what's up. Would love to see there's some familiar faces, some new faces. It doesn't share who is who, but it does say 4 people. So if you're in here, say what's up. If it's your first time, welcome to Bloom. Blessed to have you here, honored to have you here, and we enjoy your company always. Again, I was mentioned earlier, anyone and everyone is welcome to join these calls. We love seeing new faces. We love teaching. We love company. Joe Penny, good morning, man. Good to see you. I had a feeling Joe Penny was one of the 4. Random guess. Random guess. Been a while since I've had a call with just me on it. I do enjoy the calls with the boys more. Obviously, they're 2 of my best friends and business partners, but having company trading is always fun to me. I could do it all day. Reminds me of when we first started, when Quentin, Marcus, and I, and Mr. Curtis Gooch, the man, the myth. We would get up every morning at 4 a.m. our time. It's like almost 7 right now. But we'd get up at 4:30 every day. And Curtis would be like nighttime for Curtis. He's staying up past his bedtime. We're getting up extremely early, trading, just hanging out. Always good vibes, good energy. We could go 10 for 10 on our trades or 0 for 10, and we'd still just be laughing, smiling, hanging out, learning, teaching, helping each other. Raleigh, happy Juneteenth that day. Happy Juneteenth, everyone. Appreciate you saying what's up, Raleigh. Good to see you. Or I guess see your text to know that you're here. It would be fun to go back to San Diego and trade with everyone like we did the one time when we launched. Wouldn't that be fun? So yeah, we've been going for about 2 hours now. At 7 it would be 2 hours. Started this call at 5 this morning. And price hasn't done anything. I mentioned earlier, if this was the case, I'd probably wrap it up early. And get my day going. So I'm gonna wait for this news here, this yellow folder at 7 a.m. This NAHB Housing Market Index in 4 minutes and 30 seconds. 4 minutes 33 seconds, as we can see. Man, hopefully that does something for us here. If it does move the market a little bit, I will surely stay on. But otherwise, let's get our day started, man. It's a great Wednesday. It is, again, a banking holiday. That's why I'm considering we're going to end it early, just because this is what we're getting right here. Is, you know, we expected no move. We discussed it yesterday on our live call that would be the case. Typically would never actually end a call early like this, unless, again, it's a banking holiday. You know, a lot of people don't even trade on banking holidays, but we don't want to miss out on a live call. We know we have 3 opportunities a week to be on here with you guys and learn and trade and hang out and enjoy company. Definitely don't ever want to take that for granted or waste a day. So for those of you that are even on a banking holiday, awesome. We appreciate it. But yeah, we expected this, and we'll see what news does here in about 3 minutes, and then if it gives us nothing, we'll wrap it up here and look forward to tomorrow morning. Believe Marcus will be leading the call tomorrow, ready to go. He'll send out an announcement today on his topics. You know, what he's going to go over, what he's going to discuss and teach, as well as maybe a little insight to the news. Let's see what the news is looking like tomorrow. So at 5:30 in the morning, so 30 minutes into our call, we have a red folder for unemployment claims. We have an orange folder, 2 of them, for building permits and Philly Med Manufacturing Index, and then 2 yellow folders with current account and housing starts. Marcus is a lot better at analyzing the news and kind of going over the previous times that it hits, like right here, all the old dates, how it affected the market, and then kind of give his, I don't want to say prediction, but his thoughts on it. Again, we never know truly what the market's going to do and which way it's going to go, but I can tell you from knowing him and working with him, Marcus does a lot of freaking work behind the scenes, and educating himself and learning about the news and back testing those news times. He does a lot of that, so I truly trust his word. I don't do a ton of news diligence. I just kind of sit on my hands and, you know, don't trade during the news or right before or after. And I believe Q does the same as well. But Marcus will definitely have some insight on these news folders. So if you're going to be on for tomorrow's call, I can almost guarantee that he'll go over some of this. But that's really it on the call. So just 5:30, red folder, 2 orange, 2 yellows. And then again, if you're going to trade later, yellow folder, 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, of course, 10 a.m. Eastern. Let's see. 35 seconds. Let's see, I know Raleigh's in here, Joe's in here, Justin, we have seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, dos, uno. Here's the can opening. Let's see if anything happens. Ooh, there's some movement. There's some movement. That's something, guys. We're staying on for a little bit. That is movement from a yellow folder. That's why we respect yellow folders around here. You never know. See, that was a 15 pip candle for a yellow folder. Okay, that's the biggest candle we've had this morning. Damn near. Maybe this one up here, but it did something. It pushed us down. That's good. Wow, look at that. $25, $26 pip movement from that yellow folder. Oh my goodness, even more. I'm shocked. A 40 pip movement from this yellow folder and pushing. I would expect price to retrace here. It's tempting to take a buy. Again, I'm going to follow my rules. I'm going to be disciplined and patient. It's hard sometimes when it's tempting like this. Let's just say I took the buy when I said so down here. And I could be wrong. I could shoot the other way, but just feel like it would retrace here. Which is not a reason to take a trade. Just an FYI. That's exactly why I shouldn't take a trade, actually, is what I just said. I feel like it's going to go up. I may as well go to the casino and put a hand on black because I'm gambling. if I took this trade. All right, everyone. Not much to like here. Again, banking holiday today. Tomorrow, one last little recap before we wrap up here. News tomorrow at 5:30 in the morning, Mountain Standard Time. Red folder, unemployment claims. 2 orange folders, building permits and Billy Med Manufacturing Index. And 2 yellow folders, current account and processing starts at 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time USD. Crude oil inventories, and at 12:30 p.m. FOMC member Barkin speaks. That's someone speaking, so it won't impact right away. That's it for USD tomorrow. I'm wrapping up our 3-day week. If you're gonna trade Friday, 6:45, 2 red folders, flash manufacturing PMI and flash services PMI. 7 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, orange folder USD, existing home sales, and a yellow folder at 7 as well. CB leading index MM. And then at 7:30 USD Mountain Standard Time, natural gas storage, and that's it for this week. Marcus, Bloom CEO Marcus will be on tomorrow morning. He will send out an announcement today on what that title is going to look like, what he's going to be discussing, going over. But yeah, I appreciate everyone being here. We were live for about 2 hours and 10 minutes today. But gonna go ahead and wrap it up today, get my day started. If anyone has questions, throw them in the chat. I'll stay around for a few minutes. But otherwise, appreciate everyone for being here. Stay on for about 2 more minutes. So if anyone has questions, throw them in the chat or any questions, concerns. Again, all these live videos will be on our YouTube. I'm going to show you guys uno más times. Bloom entities. Add bloom entities. Picture of the 3 studs. We're live right here, but go to here and see all of our old previous. And yesterday, Quinta talked about the news analysis, live trading, and then building a trading plan. Call before strategy, implementation, liquidity, news analysis, and so on. Just started naming the call so that people who want to go back and watch the pre-recorded videos can and understand what they're watching, as well as live trade execution. Yeah, go to our YouTube. Live, a lot of them will be in the playlist too. Need to organize that. And then starting next Monday, we'll have a lot of content coming your way with a lot of reels, pictures, and everything on our Instagram. So real quick here, I'll throw in the chat, our YouTube, and our Instagram. So you guys can go follow. Actually, could get a little push down here. Also, before I get off, I wanted to ask, I don't know who's still in here, Raleigh, Justin, Joe. How do you guys like the YouTube format? Is it easier or or do you like the zooms better, or does it not matter? Is it pretty much this? All right, doesn't look like price is coming down here. Gonna wrap it up here. We're good this time. Let's see, Joe, Justin, Raleigh, anyone else watching live or in the future. Appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate your time and your company. Hope everyone has an amazing day, an amazing rest of the week. If you're new, if you have not been with us or just stop by to say what's up, go join our free Discord. Our Instagram is at Bloom Entities, right up here. Free Discord to join. A lot of good content in there. A big community full of like-minded individuals trading the same strategy. And would love for you to be a part of it as well. So again, hope everyone has a great day. And we will see you tomorrow morning with Bloom CEO Marcus hosting.